Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Today we're going to be going back into the real world of China, rather than dealing with the politics and the bullshit that you hear out there from all different directions. This is a classic Gweilo 60 video. Although in a studio, yes, but we got Shanghai in the background, so it'll be okay. This video's, I get a lot of people asking me, Lonely Hearts clubs out there asking me, what are the possibilities of me marrying somebody from China? What should I be looking out for? Can you give us any advice? Yes, it's better to be lucky than smart, because when I met Wei Feng, I met her online. I had no idea who she was. We met 14 days later. She was in Canada. 29 days later, we got married, and we're going on to our 20th year of marriage, and better lucky than smart. But there are downfalls out there that you can come across. Women that aren't of the best, say, caliber, okay? And you've got that in all countries around the world. But when you go to a country that there are a lot of poor people, you know, you go through places like Cambodia, you go to Thailand, you go to Malaysia, or Indonesia, or China, or any of these countries where you've got some poor people, you've got to watch out for the grave diggers. And we'll get into that. Like, I'll go through some of the things that you should watch out for or watch for. You know, a lot of Western guys find Eastern women more attractive. Me for one. My dad taught me one thing in life. He says, never get involved with a girl that can kick the shit out of you. And so that means a girl that's bigger than you. And in Canada, most girls are bigger than me. You know, I'm not trying to trash out how they look or whatever, but it's just common knowledge that in the Western world, you've got a lot of overweight people that are out of shape, where you go to a place like China, and I'd say 90% of the people in China, male and female, are fit. They're not overweight. They walk a lot. They exercise. They play sports. They do all of these things, and they work hard. So it's more likely that somebody like myself would be happier with an Asian wife, and obviously I am. But there are some pitfalls. Like, I know one guy that went to China, a lonely heart, got married, bought a house, and at that time it was hard to put it under a foreigner's name, so he bought it for $250,000 US dollars in Beijing, and as soon as that girl's name was on that property, bang, he was out the door. And see, that's some of the things you got to look out for, is these money digging, gold dig, that's what I was looking for, gold diggers. And that happens. Some are just looking for a visa to another country. When you get into places like Cambodia or Thailand or Laos, or Vietnam, or even China, some of these girls are looking for a visa to move out of the country. So you've got to look out for that too. Some of the things that I've noticed, I use my reference on my wife, Wei Feng, because she's probably one of the best people I've ever met, character-wise, and always doing the right thing, saying the right thing, meeting the right people. But if the girl that you meet doesn't have any friends, especially in China, if she doesn't have any friends from school, there's something the matter there. I'll guarantee you, because all Chinese people that have good character are still friends with the people they went to grade school and middle school and high school with. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So when you meet that girl, you say, "Oh, do you hang out with your high school friends? Do you still get together for lunches or teas or whatever?" And if they say no, First red flag goes up. Second thing you've got to look for is a lot of these Westerners go over there and they meet Chinese women, and they get sort of pissed off that the Chinese woman comes with a whole family. And, you know, you don't marry the Chinese woman, you marry the family. Well, the alternative to that, you see, and I'll get to this in a second, the alternative to that is that you've got somebody that's selfish and doesn't give a shit about her family. So if you meet a Chinese girl that doesn't like their family, doesn't help their family, doesn't associate with their family, second red flag goes up immediately, because this is like right out of context. You know, with Wei Fong, she's, you know, she had a mother, father, and a brother, and she expected to help them in any capacity that she could. And this shows me that not only is she a good-hearted person, but she's loyal to her family and friends, because she's got friends from high school, she's got friends from grade school, she's got friends from when she started school in Nanning. And when she came to Canada, her life got better, definitely got better, but she never forgot about her family. And you see, that's the ticket. Maybe a foreign girl, an Asian girl from a poorer country, back then China was poor in 2003, if they come to a country like Canada and they forget about their family, well, you got a problem there, because that's a character flaw. Wei Fong never did that, and she helped her family all the way through. Even to this day, we're still helping family. But the alternative is somebody that's not loyal, and you don't want any part of that. Seriously, you don't want the gold diggers. You don't want the people that can't hold friends. You don't want the people that will turn their back on their family, because if they can't hold a friend, they're not going to be your friend for very long, because then they'll probably want something from you. And if you don't give it to them, then they'll, you know, exit stage left. You know what I mean? If they're not loyal to their family, why would they be loyal to you as a new family member when you get married? That's just not going to happen. So there's these things that you've got to look at when you're going over. You can't normally, I'm going to say normally, meet a girl online, meet her for the first time, marry her, and everything's going to go all hunky-dory. I promote to everybody that's ever asked me, say, go live in that country for a while. Rent an apartment. If you're an older person, you can live there for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know guys that have been in China for 20 years. And you get to know the people. You get to know your neighbors. You get to know people at the store, people at the gym, people just around your neighborhood. And that's how you meet the good people, because after you've been there for a while, you can pick the good from the bad, just like in any society. If you're walking down the street in Nanaimo on Vancouver Island and you see scumbag, nice person, scumbag, nice person, you can basically tell the good people from the bad people by the way they act, they hold themselves. The people that work compared to the people that don't work, the people that are, well, you know, you catch my drift. If they have the respect of their neighbors, if all of these things make a difference. So if you did it like I did it, if you do it like I did it, your chances of success are very minimal. I've met a lot of guys that have gone to China, got married, and got screwed. I've met a lot of guys that have gone to China, lived in China for a while, met somebody, got married, and it seems to work out. It's like in any other, you just can't pick something off the shelf and expect it to be exactly what you want it to be. But then you got to flip that over, because if you meet a girl that is loyal to her family and you don't want to be the type of person that helps that family and helps her be loyal to her family, well then you're not invested in that relationship either. And again, it will fall apart. If you want more from her than you're willing to give her, well, you see, that's just it. Relationships are based on a number of different things, and being kind, courteous, and helping each other and loving each other is probably the most important thing. But you know, so you get the Westerners that go over there and they bitch and complain about everything. They don't like this. They've got to take care of the, oh, I got to pull some money out of my jeans and help dad or the brother or whatever. Well, see, if you're not loyal to her family, why would she be loyal to yours or you? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you've got to understand that the cultures, the language, the upbringing, you're dealing with somebody that has a totally different outlook on life than what you're used to. You grew up in a first world country, Canada, Norway, Sweden, the UK, United States, or Australia, or wherever. But you see, your life has been better, easier, more opportunity than the person that you're probably, because you never know. I know people that are married to very wealthy, very educated Chinese women, and they are. Well, that's a different story, because that's not my story. My story is with Wei Fang that things were tough, and her life got better when she came to Canada. And when we went back to China, we had the money to buy our own place and, basically live and not think about cash at all, which is sort of a nice feeling, you know what I mean? Yeah. But customs and language and how you're brought up and all of these things sort of are something that you have to look at. You have to be open-minded and understand where this person is coming from. If they eat different food, and some of it, like Wei Fang will suck the eyeballs out of a pickerel head. Like, seriously, she'll eat the head and I'll eat the body of the fish after when we go fishing in Saskatchewan. She'll eat, like, she goes after the fattiest meat, and I like some fat, but like I'm Jack Sprat and she's Jack Sprat's wife type thing. But you've got the culture, you've got the language, you've got the understanding, the upbringing, you've got even climate, where one's used to 30 degrees all year round, and the other ones used to 30 below all year round, come from Saskatchewan. So when you bring somebody from southern China to northern Saskatchewan, there is a weather culture shock like you've never seen in your life before. By Jesus, 3 coats and 2 toques, but all of this stuff comes into play. But back to the real main objective of this particular video is, how do you not make a mistake? How do you not fall for a gold digger? How do you not screw up and get married, lose a house, and get divorced all within 6 months to a year? And that goes back to the idea of moving to that country. Spend some time in that country. Don't be shy. When you're walking down the street and you think somebody you like, oh, she's pretty, talk to her. Chinese people will stop and talk to you. Like, it's not like New York City, where people just tell you to fuck off. You know what I mean? Don't talk to me. You're in my space. Get away from me. It's different there. Same within Thailand or Cambodia or Malaysia. All of these people, they want to talk to you. They want to engage with you, and that's part of learning the culture, the people. Going out. Don't be a recluse. Go out with other people. In the evening, go to a bar. Go to restaurants. I used to, when I was in China, I'd go to certain stores that they'd have chairs and tables out front, and go in and grab a beer, and I'd sit out front and I'd talk to people and have a couple of beers just on the side of the street. See, that's how you meet people. That's how you meet good people. And after a while, your senses will get accustomed to that area of the world, and you'll start being able to pick out who are the good people and who are the bad people. And it's all about that. It's all about finding somebody over there that you like, not somebody that you've picked off the shelf, but somebody that you can actually engage with and hold a conversation with, have similar hobbies or ideas, and that's, I think, the biggest thing is to find somebody that you're compatible with, and whether they're from Asia or Canada or Australia, I don't think it really makes much difference, except for what you're attracted to. And you know, a lot of Westerners are attracted to Asian girls because they're feminine, they're hardworking, they're soft-spoken, they're until Wei Fang gives me shit, and then you can hear it across the way. But that's another story. But you know, it's just one of those things that some people prefer this than that, but this is way over there, and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to go there. They don't know how to speak the language. They don't know how to associate. They don't know how to rent an apartment, rent a hotel room. Get from point A to point B in a country where how do you eat when you can't understand these people, and the menu's all in Chinese? You'd be eating innards and chitlins and stuff like that and not even know what you're eating. But that's part of the fun of doing something like this, taking the adventure, going out on a limb, but going out on a limb with the understanding that you could get screwed over, and making sure that you've got enough sense in the back of your mind that you're not going to make stupid moves. You're not going to just jump into the first thing that comes along, and I think that's what people like myself, like other people that I've met in China that are married and have been married. I know some guys that have been married 3 times to 3 different Chinese girls and are single right now. And they're the ones that, I guess, they don't have that spidey sense in their head that says, no, this is a bad idea. If she's willing to jump into bed with you the first night after leaving a bar, well, this probably isn't the marrying sort. You know what I mean? But that would be true anywhere around the world. But then again, if that's what you want, well, you know, it might work out. If that's both your interests, it's quite all right. Anyway. That's another video from Gweilo 60. Quick video, no rant, no raving, no politics. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. And put a couple bucks in the Patreon account. It helps build this. It helps me hang my Shanghai backdrop. Anyways, until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye now.